This disease is not quick. It's a very jealous lover. It doesn't go away, and it dominates you.
Alzheimer's dominated Father Sheehan's life for half a decade as he watched his own father succumb to the slow disease, his father's mind progressively deteriorating until he was unaware even of his own son's name. Father Sheehan calls Alzheimer's a death that happens twice. Before his father's physical death, the priest had to come to terms with the knowledge that the brave firefighter father he knew could no longer care for himself.
The second chapter was the physical death, which almost was an afterthought, for lack of another term. The first one was the real shock.
And it's a shock that still resonates 2.5 decades later. Father Sheehan penned a memoir of his experiences as his father's primary caregiver, called The Father Who Didn't Know My Name. The title alludes to his father's mental decline, but also to the priest's own struggle as God the Father himself seemed to ignore their suffering.
I remember one day trying to speed up a lunch at a diner, and I went over to help him. I was cutting his meat as he had cut meat for me, and then I had to go over and pick up a pickle, and he started to cry. I guess he thought that it was his pickle, but it was like so much like that.
As he outlines in his book, Father Sheehan ultimately accepts the suffering and concludes that love is stronger than Alzheimer's. Governor Andrew Cuomo announced that the state plans to spend $67 million on services and organizations for caregivers like Father Sheehan. There's hope that the money will increase access to support groups, one of the outreaches Father Sheehan took advantage of during his years of struggle.
Illness isolates us, and that's not what you want in life. We are eminently social. You even want to say we don't want friends, but that means you know what a friend is.
Father Sheehan says that often family and friends want to help a caregiver, but don't know how. He suggests that others in his situation ask for concrete help, such as buying milk or hosting a visit. He also reminds caregivers that they're not perfect, and that's okay.
Be gentle to yourself when you blow it, when you're not the kind, caring person that you want to give as a caregiver. Caregivers show up not because they do it 1,000% well.
Father Sheehan says that it's okay to be frustrated. When it comes to Alzheimer's, there is no answer. In his book's eloquent conclusion, Father Sheehan states, "I believe in my heart that it was originally God who gave me my father to love me. It was my turn then, and it is our turn now to give the gift of God's parenthood back to the world." Reporting for Currents, I'm Katie Breidenbach.